Hello there, we're Paul and Carole Loves to Travel, and today we're here to talk to you about 3 things that you need to make sure you've got in place if you're taking a UK Seacation cruise.
Yeah, if you don't have 3 of these things in place, you will not get on board. So let's start with the first one, which is really important, and that's insurance.
Right, you have to have insurance that will cover you for cruises, which goes without saying. If you're not sure about the areas it's going to in the UK, then have worldwide cover and then you're sorted. And the things that need to be on that insurance are repatriation of a minimum of £2 million, cancellation, and all medical expenses related to COVID-19.
Yeah.
So obviously the major one on there is COVID-19.
Yeah.
Now, as long as you've got the repatriation, your medical expenses and your curtailment for COVID-19,
over 2 million.
over 2 million, no, 2 million or over,
Yeah.
you're sorted.
Yeah. We've got our insurance with Barclays Bank, and we've had a bit of a to and fro with them because they sent us the wrong policy and we were getting a bit of a panic. But actually, it's all sorted now. They sent us the right policy. We've now got a cover note which specifies exactly those things, so that when we turn up at the port, we've been told the first thing you'll be asked is, have you got the right travel insurance? So make sure you've got that printed out or email evidence. You've got to have proof of that when you get to the port, which is a new thing. We've always had to say we've got travel insurance, but they will read it and they will make sure that those terminology that they are expecting are there. And if you don't have it, you'll be sent out and asked to, if you want to board the ship, you've got to sort out the right insurance.
True, yeah.
And that has happened.
Yeah.
So we know that's happened
Yeah,
to
so we've
some
been told
people.
that people have turned up at the port with insurance, but the
It's not the
insurance
right
wasn't
insurance.
adequate, so they've had to, if they wanted to board the ship, they had to buy new insurance.
Which they did, and they accepted, and they got on board. But you just don't need that hassle, do you?
No.
It's bad enough at the moment, isn't it? Thinking, oh my God, have we got everything in place? So so insurance is key. Now, the second thing is, obviously, because of COVID, is vaccination status. Now, we're lucky that we've had both, because of our age, we're lucky that we've had both of our vaccinations, which for the MSC is absolutely fine, and for the other companies that we've got booked. So, but you need proof of that. So you can't just say, "Hey, I'm vaccinated." So we are lucky we're lucky to have the NHS anyway in England, but we've got an NHS app which I'll put some pictures up as well. That we've got an app on our phone, and it basically applies to shows the confirmation that I've had 2 of my vaccines. So that's fine. Then I want to see that and have dates for it, and it comes with a QR code which they will scan at the cruise port. So that's the second thing.
Yeah. And with the NHS app as well, NHS England app, it doesn't matter if it's iPhone or Android. If you go into your app store, you put in NHS app.
Yeah, it's easy.
You download the app, and then it will tell you exactly what you have to do.
Yeah.
And then once everything's in place, they check all your information. And then you'll get an email saying, yeah, you're all sorted, your app's up and running. And then when you go into it, it tells you every vaccination, every bit of medicine
it's really
that
good.
you've had since
and it just appears,
and it just
like
appears.
magic.
Just like magic. And yeah, it's just follow the instructions. It's not easy peasy, but it's easy enough. And you have to.
We did it, Paulie, and we're not very good with technology.
But you have to do things like scanning your passport and taking a photo, so basically everything matches up.
But what we've also done, you can actually email your confirmation, and we've printed that off as well. So when we get to the port, we'll have our insurance cover note, and we'll have our proof of vaccination electronically and paper. But that's just us. You don't have to have paper copies, but we just panic, don't we? Well, I do. I go check. Anyway, the third thing, if you've not been fully vaccinated or you've only had 1 vaccination, you must have a lateral flow test done 72 hours, within 72 hours of boarding the cruise ship.
But this is only for MSC cruises, because all the other Seacations that we know of at the moment, which is all Carnival baseline, so it's P&O, Royal, not Royal, P&O, Royal, Princess, Cunard
are accepting fully vaccinated, but we haven't had the stipulation from them whether we're going to need a lateral flow or not. Possibly not. But we don't know until we get nearer then.
Yeah.
We're not cruising with them until July. But we know for MSC that if you've not been vaccinated, you have to have a lateral flow test. So you have to have, as I say, within 72 hours. Now, you think, oh my God, where am I going to get a lateral flow test? Lucky again, because of the NHS, you can go on to the NHS, I've got it here, and order just lateral flow tests to be done at home. And then you're expected to do them twice weekly. So you go to the government website and order them. It's ever so simple. Then you do a simple test at home, upload the results, and then you've got evidence of that. And that's free. You can also go to pharmacies, I believe, and get the lateral flow test. So if you've not been vaccinated, you must have proof of that. So that's the third thing. So those are the three things that you must have in place. Otherwise, you're not going to get on the ship. Now, when you get to the cruise port, we've been told that they will then be doing another lateral flow test. They'll be doing a temperature check, and they'll also be doing a health questionnaire. So it's a very robust system. And if you do have a false positive test, a lateral test, they will then do a PCR test at the port too. And if that's then negative, you're allowed to get on the ship. So it's really good that they've got these processes in place, isn't it?
Yes.
We've had feedback from fellow bloggers and friends that have been on the first MSC cruise, and it sounds like they've got it really well sorted.
Yeah,
so we feel very, very safe going on cruises. We still get people saying, oh my God, I can't believe you're being that irresponsible going on a cruise. It's like, well, I can go to the supermarket. I don't have to, you can go to the pub, etc. I don't get tested. But anyway.
Carole's told me that I'm not allowed to say anything, but I'm going to. We actually had somebody unfollow us on YouTube.
Yeah, well, people don't subscribe
because we're going on a cruise. And we're
being irresponsible.
Yeah, we're cruise bloggers.
But anyway, we don't want people like that to follow us anyway. So that's fine. But so we hope we found this this useful, because it took us a bit of getting our head around, wasn't it? Have we got everything in place? Because it's all new, it's all exciting. So those are the three things that we know that you have to have in place. So if you are going on one of the summer cruises, then make sure you do. It'll be interesting to see how things progress, because obviously the first one was very successful, and it may be that these guidelines will change. So make sure you do check with the company that you're going with on that particular cruise. So yeah, anything else to add, Paulie Morgan?
You've said it all as always.
Right, okay. There we are then. Well, thank you very much for watching. We're Paul and Carole to Travel. If you haven't already subscribed, we'd love you to subscribe and follow us along. We're on MSC Virtuosa on Friday, and we can't wait.
Yes.
Woo! Thank you. See you soon.